Okay, I just wanted to do a video just to give first impressions after 26 hours of having the iPhone 14 Pro. Now, I have the 1.2 terabyte because I figure between iOS updates and, at times maybe having a lot of pictures, then deleting stuff, I wanted to make sure I had enough room. And I also got it in the deep purple, which on the websites of Apple or other carriers and Apple, it looks like a nice lavender. It's an extremely dark phone. I will say that. So it's not the purple I thought. I do not like the lock screen where you can adjust it and add widgets. And I like having maybe a wallpaper that's the same as the lock screen or maybe different. But then I noticed there's the wallpaper will suddenly seem blurred and all you see are your icons. I don't like that. Apple should have left some things alone. I'm not worried about the pixels because, again, I wear glasses. So just like with 4K and HD TV, unless my vision suddenly becomes as sharp as an eagle's, it's not going to matter. But I'm just hoping when I got this, it was my 12 was starting to not connect to the Bluetooth really well. It would drop the calls to my hearing aids, etc. And I wasn't going to go for the 13 considering there was a 14 coming out, and if I was going to upgrade, why not? I do, though, like the fact with the 14 Pro, I happened to turn it on and put it on the table next to my 12 at the time, yesterday. And without even at first realizing this would happen, it was starting to sync. And I like that, the fact that it was almost like setting itself up and you could sync them. That made setting that up easier. Of course, even depending on the speed of your own Wi-Fi, putting things back from the iCloud took a while. Also, I noticed the one I got, and I got it from AT&T, 16 hadn't been downloaded yet, so that took a little time. But otherwise, it's a good working phone so far. I'm finding it to be quite similar to other iPhones. And I usually so I'm going to also include my thoughts on the Otterbox Defender XT Pro, the MagSafe ones. Now, the one I have for this phone, I wish I could show you it, but it's got black around the edges and the trim, around the camera, and the MagSafe symbol on the back of it, and it's clear. So I kind of like that. Here's what I don't like, because I had a Pro MagSafe Defender on my 12. But this one was worse. If anyone's ever had Defender cases before, you know that taking off the silicone top part and prying apart the two plastic pieces that hold your phone is like trying to get a chastity belt off in the old days. The fictional chastity belt off of a woman, or breaking into a vault. And which is good that it would be protective, but you got to get it in there. And this thing was difficult. So if I ever have issues with this phone, if I bring it back to Apple, they're going to have to figure out how to get it back on. I'm not. I had enough trouble with this that it took me going to a cell phone store and somebody got it on for me. Because I don't like to have just plain old silicone cases and all this stuff on my phones. I don't treat them like toys. So I like the protection. So Otterbox, please, let's get better at your cases. Love the protection. Don't like the difficult of use. And as far as the iPhone 14, hopefully so far, as I continue to use it, it'll be a good phone. But I will say, if you like dark purple, this will be the phone for you. I do like the fact that it syncs. I haven't tried some really in-depth features because I'm not really... if I come across them, great. You know, I like surprises. And I noticed some of the tech reviews beforehand. You guys just get too crazy with that stuff. Just basically say how you found it works. Does it hold calls? How's the volume? Connectivity to Wi-Fi? That stuff. Cover that stuff.